Hey, what's going on, y'all? Jimmy Macrum. It's time for episode 2 of season 1 of House of the Dragon. Don't forget to like this if you enjoy it, or if you don't, just like it regardless, because the algorithm demands you do so. Full length on Patreon. Let's get to it. That is fucking disgusting. All right. Oh, kill this poor bastard.
A seat at the king's table does not make you his equal.
I have acted, Corley. I've sent envoys
Smack
to
him up.
Confrontation to see if we might find common cause.
I like Corliss too.
You have Dragon Riders, father.
Why are you speaking?
Send us.
This little savage. Go ahead.
We should at least...
Perhaps there's some better use for the princess's talents, Your Grace.
You knew that was coming.
This knight will protect you as well. You should choose.
Take the L. Move on. I like Rhaenyra a lot. Her dad bothers me a lot. I like Corliss a little more than I thought I would. You know I really like Otto. Even though he's a scumbag.
You might thank him for his loyal service, Princess.
We thank you for your loyal service to the crown, sir.
Sir Criston Cole,
Oh, it's the one at the competition last episode.
one of the steward of the Lord of Blackheath.
She was a fan if I remember.
Go on a
She's
smart
smitten.
chest, princess.
My father should be defended by a man who's known real combat, should he not?
Of course, Princess.
Well, let us plan Sir Criston's investiture then.
I wish she would approach me.
What if you went to her?
There are times when I would rather face the Black Dread himself than mine own daughter of 15. You do not mention our talks to Rhaenyra, do you? I just...
No. No is
I
the word
fear
you're
that
looking
she
for, lady.
wouldn't understand them.
No, Your Grace.
There you go.
As king, it is my obligation to avoid war until such time it is unavoidable.
None among us desire open war. Might I speak plainly, Your Grace?
He spat that out. I love this guy.
Now a foreign power has established a colony in our most critical shipping lane.
You paint such an aspirant portrait of my reign, Lord Corlys.
It is an honest one, cousin.
She speaks.
Or around it. But you must never await its coming.
Do you have a specific...
It's clean. Go ahead, sir. What the?
Disgusting.
What is your advice, dear Otto?
Marry my daughter is my advice.
The Lady Lena is young, Your Grace.
She is that. It's kind of gross.
The pain of her passing still haunts me, and to be compelled to replace her for duty's sake. You are the king.
Go ahead, Otto. Very smooth. Oh, already?
Your Grace,
Nobody's hair is great, but they really gave this little girl fucking George Washington's hair.
I would give you many children of pure Valerian blood, so that we might strengthen the royal line and the realm.
Is that what your father told you to say?
Clearly, is that wig they have on that little girl is atrocious. It's a national travesty, and it should start a race war, quite frankly. I think Malcolm X has rolled over in his grave. That wig is atrocious.
When that boy comes of age and your father has passed, the men of the realm will expect him to be heir, not you. Because that is the order of things.
I mean, she wouldn't know.
They denied you, Princess Rhaenys. The queen who never was. They bent the knee...
Do you remind your father's men of that as you carry their cups?
Go ahead.
And see a woman ascend the Iron Throne. And your father is no fool.
I like them both. That was a great conversation. Some hard truths you need to hear. I can't disagree with a word.
I must admit, I don't know Lena very well.
Of course you don't. She's
I'm
4
sure
years
that
old.
she is good and kind.
I would hope so. Go ahead. Watch his face. Oh! Aww!
Stone Mason.
Very kind.
Interrupting Otto's games got going here.
Daridoros Daemon Sikia Sidas
Daemon. The prince has invited you to his wedding, Your Grace. It is in 2 days' time. God's been good.
Who is Lady
Daemon's
Messiah?
a whole menace.
Don't laugh, it ain't funny.
This is nothing less than sedition.
I strongly agree, sire.
My brother wishes to provoke me.
Clearly.
Dromon hidrotso iles Daridoros. Daridoro belo matsumbile.
Wow.
Daemon is without limit. Let me go to Dragonstone.
Ooh. Look at Otto go. I'm sure there's a plan somewhere in there, but look at Otto go.
You're the most comely girl at court. Why do you destroy yourself? Will you see the king tonight?
She clearly doesn't want to do this, sir.
Sir Crispin, wasn't it?
Sir Kristen Cole, my prince.
Ah, yes, apologies. I couldn't recall.
Perhaps my prince recalls when I knocked him off his horse.
Very good. You've come for the egg. Here it is.
Are you mad? You've never survived this.
What happened?
Go ahead, Daemon.
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
Yeah, Otto, watch your mouth. What a beautiful show. What a great scene that was. Oh. Oh, what a great shot that was. Oh, let's go.
What are you doing here, princess?
Preventing bloodshed.
Sir Christian,
She's so
please
tiny.
forgive the princess.
The reason that you were disinherited. If you wish to be restored as heir, you'll need to kill me. So do it. And be done with all this bother.
That was easy. Go ahead. That was awesome. Damon's taking some L's here. He does something bold every episode and it doesn't work out.
You announced that we were to be wed?
You should wed Lena Valarian, Your Grace. Sate Lord Corlys and fix him at your side.
It's like, but I don't want to.
The princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone?
What?
What? You disobeyed me.
Again.
You fled King's Landing without a word.
Not a one.
You could have been killed.
May I sit?
I do not wish to make us estranged.
You are the king. And so your first duty is to the realm. Mother would have understood this. Just as I do.
Would be too much like R. Kelly's statement to say I love this little girl.
Good morrow, my lords.
Give it to me. Give it to me. I already know it. I already know it.
To take a new wife.
Don't smile, brother. I don't got you beat. Give it to me. Give it to me. Look how happy he is. Sorry, brother.
I intend to marry. The Lady Alicent Hightower.
Oh,
Before
she's so
spring's end.
upset. I'm sorry. None of this is funny. Look at Otto. Oh, poor little girl. Poor everybody in the room. Except Otto. Poor Otto. Poor Otto. Poor Rhaenyra. Otto's the only one happy. Well, I mean, I guess King Wormfingers, he's happy.
I've always thought of you and I as having been made from the same cloth.
Tell me it's Daemon.
You
call me to Driftmark to remind me of my low standing, Lord Corlys? Or was there some other reason?
Get to it, get to it. All right, that was episode 2 of season 1 of House of the Dragon. I cannot tell a lie. I am thoroughly enjoying myself watching this series so far. We're only 2 hours in, and I am having quite the time. It does feel very early seasons of Game of Thrones for me, which, you know, if you've seen the channel, I've thoroughly enjoyed. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I really liked 1, 2, and 3. Season 4 might be the best season of television anywhere ever. I'm just saying. And this is more politics than anything else. There was almost no action, just the threat of it this episode, with the dragons and Rhaenyra and Daemon and a whole bunch of talking and plotting. As a matter of fact, the plotting, I got a little nervous that I might have to delete some of these guesses I made about Otto's daughter being placed as a potential wife for King Wormfingers, because it's not overt. It's not mentioned. She's not mentioned as an option. It's either I don't want to get married, but Corlys, the brother, has offered his daughter. Like, those are the options as they're presented overtly, though you know you have her in the background there. So I just figured Otto's moving. Otto's been moving. He's way ahead of you. And the fact that it was never been brought up by, Alicent? Never been brought up by her, I think kind of makes it, you know, you got a plausible deniability there. Like, you know, hey, came out of his mind on his own. It's just great. I can tell my favorite characters are going to shift rather quickly because Rhaenyra took the top spot. It was Daemon last episode. It's Rhaenyra at the moment. Because Daemon, 2 eps in, is 0-2. After having a decent lead, he's 0-2. So I'm going to go with Rhaenyra, and then I'm going to go with Otto, who is moving. He's moving so well and so smoothly and making no mistakes. The only mistakes he might have made is going to Dragonstone, but even then, it worked out. And he looks good because he didn't let the king go. Shows he's not about himself, even though we all know better. We know he's about himself. I'm here for it. And now he's about to marry into the royal family. Look at you, sir. I'm such a fan. I have a feeling he's the worst person on the show. No, I assume that's debatable. So yeah, Rhaenyra, and then Otto, and then Daemon comes in third. He's too much fun to not put high up. Then I don't think I can go. It's between Corlys and or the wife, the Queen that Never Was. I liked her talk in this episode. I'm gonna go with the Queen that Never Was 4. I liked her this episode, and Corlys 5. Now listen, up until the end, he would have been high up, but at the end, not only did he lose, which is bad, but hey, you can't account for that. He lost, and he got very, I don't want to say uppity, even though I'm black, I can get away with it. I don't want to call him uppity, but whatever is close to that. And then you go to Daemon? Like, that's your move? I mean, I get it. You guys have that king keeps disrespecting us in common, but it feels like a bad idea for the long term. Actually, now that I think about it, it feels like an awful idea in the long term. Don't do that. Don't do it, sir. Don't do it. At the bottom of the LVP list would be, I'm not going to go with King Wormfingers. I'm not going to do that. I know it's not worms, but I don't want to say what it actually is in case the algorithm thinks I'm prejudiced in some way, because who knows what they hear. Who knows what they hear. Usually I would go with him, but it's not. It is actually the costume department, because that wig they have on that little girl is atrocious. It's a national travesty, and it should start a race war, quite frankly. I think Malcolm X has rolled over in his grave. That wig is atrocious. Anyway, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I thoroughly enjoyed these 2 episodes. I had a blast. Post your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe.